The San Francisco 49ers continue to round out their roster as the rest of the league continues to do the same, adding players to the practice squad, and the 49ers add a player right here in the form of cornerback Shamar Jean-Charles, who is a former fifth-round draft selection from the Green Bay Packers, 179 overall to be exact, out of Appalachian State back in 2021. The 5'10", 184-pound cornerback has been with the Green Bay Packers for the last 2 years. He hasn't seen the field all that much over his time. He only played in 2 games or made 2 appearances last year in week 3 and week 4 for the Green Bay Packers. So he doesn't have a ton of experience. You know, he's been on the roster the last 2 years. And the 49ers obviously needing cornerback depth with Deshaun Jameson being added to the Panthers active roster. So the 49ers needed to get some additional depth, and they go to the Green Bay Packers to find it. That's not the only move they've made, though. We also have moves that they didn't make. And this one, to me, is kind of a brutal one in a sense, considering the list of offensive linemen who are finding themselves on other rosters. This time, Joey Fisher, who shows a ton of promise, especially at guard. As a former left tackle, right tackle who's now playing guard in the NFL, the D2 prospect out of Shepherd signed with the Steelers practice squad. So he opted not to return to the 49ers practice squad. Instead, he signed with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Obviously, the 49ers will play Pittsburgh week 1, and we will see Fisher on the other sideline. This one I was a little bummed out about. I'm already bummed out about, Deshaun Jameson and Ilm Manning signing elsewhere. But I was very hopeful that we would get Joey Fisher back on the practice squad because I really do see legitimate upside with this player who could potentially be an active roster guy in about a year or two with some more seasoning and development. He's got great size. He's got the mentality, and you can see he has the athletic ability to get the job done as well. So bummed out to hear Joey Fisher signing with the Pittsburgh Steelers practice squad, but the San Francisco 49ers bring back another player in the form of Corey Luciano. He is actually a local kid. He went to Monte Vista High School right down the road from Santa Clara. He comes back. He is a undrafted free agent out of Washington. He's been like the third string center, fourth string center for the San Francisco 49ers throughout training camp and preseason. And obviously with the moves from with Keith Ishmael, Ilm Manning, and now Joey Fisher leaving, the 49ers needed some additional depth. So they bring back Corey Luciano back to the roster. So a big day for the San Francisco 49ers, losing out on developmental young offensive linemen. That seems to be the theme, as 3 now find themselves on other rosters. So I would say, though, that the 49ers have, I believe, 3 players that have been claimed, which I think is tied right now for a league high of players claimed and put on active rosters. So we knew the 49ers had solid depth, and we knew how good Ilm Manning was and Deshaun Jameson was. I was actually surprised that Keith Ishmael got picked up as well. But hey, the 49ers have had a stacked roster, and this is what it looks like right now. Now, we're still waiting to determine if any players are going to be placed on short-term IR. We are getting announcements right now, so we're going to see ultimately what that looks like, and we're gonna see what happens. But make sure to stay tuned for more updates, and make sure to like and subscribe.